Hello everyone, welcome to Build with Ganesh YouTube channel. In this video, we will see how to implement the delete functionality for Oracle table data directly from a web browser using servlets, JSP, JSTL and HTML. We already have a get user details application that retrieves data from an Oracle database and displays it in the web browser. It also includes an edit functionality. This is our existing application, display table data. Let me run the application. So this is the index page. So it will just show an anchor tag, show all users. If I click on show all users, so it will go to database and fetch the users details table and display in the web browser. Here I have edit feature. If I click on edit, so it has John Wood and email, phone number and city. So if I change the details, like if I would like to change his name to John Wood to John Hill and click on update user, here we will get a message that the user details updated and his name has been changed from John Wood to John Hill. Now in this video we will see how to implement delete operation on it. So here I will add one more column called delete, and then there will be an icon at the end of each row, delete icon. So when we click on delete, the user details will be deleted, and here we will get a message the user details are deleted. In our existing application, we have used the MVC architecture. In the model layer, we have user DAO, TV connection and user bean classes, and in the controller layer we have edit user servlet, get user servlet and update user servlet classes, and in the view layer we have index.html, users.jsp and edit user.jsp pages. Now we will extend this application to add the delete feature. Now I will give the overview steps for the application. So in the step 1, we will add a new delete column to the existing table by making changes in users.jsp page. And in the step 2, when the user clicks on delete link, a get request will be sent. To handle this request, we will create a new servlet called delete user servlet and implement the doGet method, since anchor tags send get request by default. And in the step 3, we will create a method called delete user by ID inside the user DAO class. This method will interact with the Oracle database, delete the user based on the given ID and return the result as a Boolean value. And in the step 4, we will call the delete user by ID method inside the servlet and store the result. If the result is true, we will display a delete success message and show the updated users table. If the result is false, we will display a failure message and reload the users table. I will provide the complete project source code, GitHub links in the description. You can download the project and practice it on your own. We will start building the code now. Let me run the program again. So if I click on show all users, it will give the table data. Now our aim is to include one more column called delete, and if we click on delete, the particular row should be deleted and should be reflected in the database as well. So for that, what is our first step? The first step is to edit users.jsp page and add one more column called delete. This is users.jsp page. So this is the table tag. So these are the first row headings. Let me put one more column called delete. And after that, this loop will run through all the users data and will start printing the details. So at the end of each row, we need to have an delete icon. So for that, let me create a table data tag and close table data tag. Inside, let me create a anchor tag, and for this href we will use delete user, and along with this we need to send a id as well. So this is the anchor tag. So inside the anchor tag I'll put an image. So in here, in the images folder, we have a delete.png image, so I will insert it here. So this is our image tag, and if we click on delete, it will directly send the data to the servlet which we gonna map later, delete user servlet. So it is not a good practice. So whenever we click on delete, we just pop up a confirmation message. Are you sure? Do you want to delete the user? For that we have to use on click, and I will use a JavaScript method. That's it. So whenever we click on the delete icon, so it will pop up a message, do you want to delete the user? If we click on yes, it will send a request to the delete user, and then it will be deleted and a message will be displayed. So let me save this one and go to the table and refresh the page. You can see a delete icon appeared at the end of the each row, and if I click on it, there is a message, do you want to delete the user? If I click on yes, it will send a request to the mapped servlet. So now let us go to com.app.controller and create a delete user servlet. So that is our step 2. Step 2 is to create a delete user servlet. This is our delete user servlet, and it has a doGet method to handle the request. So I will use @web servlet annotation. So I have used @web servlet annotation with the word delete user. So whenever we click on edit icon, a request will be raised and it will send the request to this delete user servlet. So along with the request, we are getting a user ID. So let me store the user ID. I have stored the user ID in long ID variable. Now we have to do the step 3. Our step 3 is to create a method in user do class, and method name is delete user by id. So it will accept id as parameter and it will return a boolean value. DB connection is a class that has a get connection static method. So if we call get connection method, it will return a connection object with the established connection with the database. Now let me create a prepared statement by using a query. What is the query? I have created delete user by id method, and here I have established connection with the database and then created a query delete from user details where id is equal to question mark, and then I have created a prepared statement with the query. So this query will be loaded to prepared statement, and then to the question mark I have set the id. So this id will be replaced by this question mark, so it will delete the user row where id is equal to the selected id. And then I have executed update method, and it will return a integer value. If the deletion is successful, it will return value 1. If the execution is not successful, it will return value 0. So if the update value is greater than 0, which means the result is true, and then or else it will be false. Now let us go to step 4. Step 4 is to call this delete user by id method in our delete user servlet. Before we call the method, we have to create the object for user Java class. So let me create object for it. Now I will call the method. So the method will return a boolean value. So let me store the boolean value. We have to access the method by using user DAO object, that is user DAO dot delete user. So whatever the id that will come along with the request, we are sending to delete user by id method, and it will pass it to the database, and database will delete because we have written a delete query, and it will send a boolean value. So here I have called the method, and if the result is true, then we have to, if the result is true, this if block will be executed. I have created a session and I set attributes message, and the message is user deleted successfully because result is true, and it will send a new request to users. So users is nothing but our get user servlet. So here all the data will be displayed again. All the updated data will be displayed with the message. How the message will display? So in here users.jsp, I already written a code c:\if by using JSTL. So if session scope message is not empty, which means if it has any message, it will display it here in green color, and then it will delete it straight after displaying it. So let me go back to delete user servlet. So here then it will display user deleted successfully, and then it will display the updated table values. If the deletion is failed, it will display a user deletion failed, and then it will display users data. So whatever data that is there, it will be displayed as it is because no changes have been made because the operation is failed. So this is the code. Let me run the application and see whether it is working or not. Save the program, go to users list. I will refresh it, refresh the current page, and let me delete Hiroshi Tanaka, the 8th row. Click on delete. So do you want to delete the user? Yes. And see, you can see user deleted successfully. You can't see now, you can't see the 8th row because it is deleted. So this is about the application. If you have any doubts, please comment it down below and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you very much.